Last year, I tried out the first iteration of the Dievier Nomad boot, and I called it a boot unicorn for being a beautiful heritage-made boot that's nearly as comfortable as a sneaker. This year, they released the Nomad Gen 2 in 5 different configurations. Are they another boot unicorn or just a plain old horse? Let's find out. Welcome to Stray Reviews. I'm Lee, and I'm here to help you find the best men's lifestyle gear and apparel. And today, I'm reviewing the Dievier Nomad Gen 2 boot in cognac suede with a black outsole. These boots are made with a true mock toe construction, which brings 2 pieces of leather together at the toe instead of just say like a decorative stitch like a lot of other mock toes that you see. The tongue includes a convenient lace loop to keep it from sliding left or right. And there's plenty of these round wax laces to go around. They're pretty long. The insides are lined with a very soft and comfortable leather lining, and they have a thick, squishy, removable leather-covered footbed. And that's something that I actually don't see very often in like a heritage style boots. These have a vegetable tanned leather midsole. They are 360-degree Goodyear welt constructed with a vegetable tan leather welt, and they sit on top of this oil and slip resistant polyurethane wedge outsole. A couple of differences between the Gen 2 and the original Nomad include a much more spacious fit, and between the fit and the removable footbed, you can really customize these boots to just about any foot shape. Also, the tongue on this boot is 3/4 gusseted to keep out the dirt and debris, and it has this vachetta leather lasting board which replaces the old synthetic lasting board. The Nomad Gen 2 sells for $220 and is made in Mexico. I'll leave a link down in the description below for you if you want to check them out. Alright, let's start with the good of the Dievier Nomad Gen 2. First of all, I have to say that this cognac suede just looks fantastic. It's classy, yet relaxed, and it really does seem to pair well with just about everything. Also, like the first Nomad, the leather used in the lining feels substantial while still being soft and smooth, and I really do like the lining of these boots. Speaking of materials on the inside of the boot, I have to say that I love the removable footbed, and it's one of my favorite features. In fact, I can't really think of another heritage boot that has a removable footbed. And I really appreciate being able to like customize the fit with maybe an orthotic or even a thicker footbed if I wanted to. If you can think of any other heritage boot with a removable footbed, would you just let me know what that boot is down in the comments below? There is a lot of wiggle room in these boots. And if you wear an E-width, you can probably get away with these as well. I am a 10 on the Brannick device. I took a 10 in these, and it's a roomy fit that would definitely accommodate thicker socks in winter, but they're not so big that I feel like I'm wearing like someone else's shoes. The craftsmanship on the pair that I received is excellent. And Dievier takes a lot of pride in their construction, and it really shows. These boots do tick a lot of boxes for me, and I can see myself getting a lot of wear out of these. If you appreciate like a modern take on the heritage boot, then tap that like button for me. So what about the bad of the Dievier Nomad Gen 2? Well, like the originals, I would prefer to see a like rubber sole on these instead of the PU. And I know that makes these boots lighter and more comfortable, but I would be happy to sacrifice some of that comfort and that lightness for a more robust material. Also, the Gen 2s do not have any speed hooks, whereas the original Nomads had 2 sets of them. And I actually preferred the speed hooks, and these would really earn some points from me if they had them on them too. And last but not least, the Nomad Gen 2 is a full $50 more than the originals. And I'm sure that this is due in part to the cost of the leather lasting board and the removable footbed. But the price does make it a slightly harder pill to swallow, especially since I felt like the original Nomad was a really great value. Now, just to clarify, I don't feel like these are overpriced by any means. I just wasn't expecting them to be a full $50 more than their predecessor. You tell me, if you happen to be a fan of the original Nomad, do you feel like a $50 bump for the Gen 2 is worth it? Just let me know down in the comments. Okay, I'm gonna give you my bottom line opinion, but if you're getting some value out of this today, then I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel so that you'll catch my upcoming reviews. Okay, the bottom line is that the Dievier Nomad Gen 2 is a wonderful combination of materials, construction, and comfort. They are a bit bulkier and pricier than the original, but they really do stand out in the world of heritage style boots, making them still a boot unicorn. Now, if you want to see Dievier's take on the classic cap-toe boot, then check out my review of the Prospect over here. I want to thank Dievier for providing these boots for review. My opinions are my own, and I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you over in the next video.